Good evening, lovely ladies. How are you this
Hey,
evening?
Good evening. How's everybody?
Hey, guys out there. We are going to be live. We thought we were going to be live for this show, but because we are novice, well, I'm a novice. I'll say that for me. I got to get it together and figure it out and, plan it better, I guess you could say. So we are going to be live because we want to do that because we want to hear what you have to say because you can comment and we can respond back to you. And we love to do that. So we will be going live. Just give us an opportunity. We're going to surprise you. How about that? All right, ladies. So listen, a while ago, there was this whole thing going around about, there were two things. Going on a date, young lady went on a date and her bill was absorbent. And the guy that she was with wanted her to pay for her own meal and her drinks. And then we had this young lady who was upset because her date took her to the Cheesecake Factory. So let's talk about that first. I did a little bit more digging and researching and found out that the gentleman actually had selected a really nice restaurant, but she was an hour late. So the next best thing was the Cheesecake Factory. So tell me, how would you have reacted to that? Because she reacted in a very, very disrespectful manner. But the bad thing about it is because they didn't show you the entire clip, unless you did some digging, you didn't know that he selected a much nicer restaurant. So what do you think about her going off like that, knowing that she was late, so she messed up the date?
I'll comment on that. To me, the first date isn't necessarily where you're going. I think it's about meeting the person and getting to know the person. I don't understand why you have to put some criteria on where you're going on the date. We saw one time and even posted it that another love guru said that your first date should be 15 minutes and you should have it in a coffee shop so that you can get to know the person in that 15 minutes and you each should pay for your own coffee. All right. I like that. I love that idea. I said, cute. But I'm going to speak from me and I'm going to speak from going on first dates online, meeting people. I may tell them where I want to go. They may say yes. They may tell me where they want to go, and I say yes. It's a doable thing um, when you set up the date, okay, between you or the person. Secondly, yes, she should have been on damn time. So maybe they did that agreement as I have, and he said, I'm going to take you to Swell by the Rock, whatever, and that's what she was counting on. And she was getting all cute and pretty and lost track of the time. And then got out there an hour late. But this restaurant does not do late, okay? On time or no good.
So
So
Bonnie, hey, just real quick, do you really think she lost track of time, or are you just giving her the benefit of the doubt?
Let's
I'm
say
giving her the
traffic.
best.
Let's say she got caught up in traffic.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
giving her the benefit
that's
of the
giving her
doubt.
the benefit of the doubt, though, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Yeah, I agree with that. What do you think, Wendy?
Well, I have been late for a date before.
The
Not the
first
first
late,
one.
first date? Have you been late for the first date?
No, no,
Okay.
not the first one. I haven't. No. So, but I believe this thing went viral. To be honest,
I know, right? Neither can I. Neither can I.
it's like much to do about nothing, really. But anyway, my opinion is similar to Bonnie's. I'm gonna go so far as to say this chick is high maintenance. Okay. Now I don't know the background story you're telling me now, Chris. I didn't know the background story about being late. She comes across to me like a really high maintenance date. Okay. Tending to be problematic from the beginning, demanding, wanting too much too soon. Yeah. Yeah. I
So,
wonder
so,
if they had a second date.
so Vonnie expressed what she'd be comfortable with as a first date. What about you, Wendy?
Would I be?
Well, she said that she'd be okay with the meet and greet at a coffee shop and each
I
person
mean,
paying for
all
their
of the
coffee.
places that they have on this list, and it was 28, so I don't know all of them. I guess I got about 7 or 8 of them. They're fine. Not their house. not a fast food restaurant. Okay. But
Right. So wait, what list are you looking at, Wendy? You're looking at a list that's for first dates?
no, it's the list, the viral list. It was 28 items.
Okay, because I tried to find that list again and I couldn't locate it. So
Oh,
give us some ideas of the places that whomever put that list together, they said that you shouldn't
Or
go on the first
acceptable.
date.
yeah. Well, Cheesecake Factory was the first. I mean, she really has a axe to grind with Cheesecake Factory, apparently.
Wait. So
Applebee's.
Wendy, did the same young lady create the list or did different people create the list?
Oh no, I think it all came from this original.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where it came from. Now don't quote me.
Okay.
But Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies,
These
both.
are all no's. These are all no's.
Yes.
If they're all no's, I will believe that she created it. Yes.
So go ahead, give us some more, Wendy. So Applebee's, Olive Garden.
I mean, she even had the movies, bowling.
Yeah, I say movies no to a first date. Yeah, you can't really talk.
Can't even talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I like movie first date because then we can talk about the movie. You
Oh,
see
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I get that, but yeah, not for me. No movies.
Okay, yeah,
Kind of intimate.
and bowling is, yeah, that would be good for, yeah, any active thing would be kind of cool to do. I think that would be a little bonding
I would
experience.
like bowling because you can talk through bowling and
Right.
get to know the person and laugh and all the silliness that happens in bowling.
Exactly.
But the movies, you got to be quiet. And if the person is not taking you like to the next step, like dinner, then you don't have nothing to talk about.
I don't know. The movie just seems intimate to me, and that's definitely not for me. No movies.
Okay. So where was I going there? I forgot my train of thought there.
Oh, you were
Okay.
giving us a few more.
Well, those were the top ones. It was
Oh,
Cheesecake
okay.
but yeah,
And
those were the top.
wait, Wendy, you mean to tell me Cheesecake Factory is up there with Applebee's, Olive Garden?
Well, what she's doing is she's saying all chains, really.
Okay.
So if it's a chain, it's doesn't meet with her expectations.
Well, then you know what? So to me, for
And
me,
that could be Ruth Chris, right?
that's a chain, but it's a nice expensive chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, if you have to be in the place where you're going to meet the kind of man that's going to take you to those other types of restaurants on a first date. So I don't know where she met this gentleman at, but he seemed to have a good heart because he did have a better restaurant. She just happened to be late. And I'm sorry, I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt. She was late because that's what she wanted to be, was late. And you know what? Her late ass got Cheesecake Factory. And you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with Cheesecake Factory on a first date, but I'm good. I'm like you, Bonnie. I'm good with the sit down at a coffee shop. And I'm actually very good with just taking a walk in the park, somewhere you can talk, get to know each other. Bowling, so for me. I really, on a first date, really just want to talk to you, get to know you, and not, be involved in anything else because then your mind is back and forth. I'd love to be on a second date with going bowling with someone because I love to bowl. I think it's fun, especially when you can't bowl. I don't like to bowl with people that are serious because if you don't do good, they get mad at you. And I'm not a bowler. I just like to play around and have fun. So gutter balls make me laugh. I'm good with gutter balls. But I just think, I just think that, do you think that today, because of social media, more women feel more entitled to to another level of a first date? Like this young lady, Cheesecake Factory was beneath her. She wanted to go to Chops.
Like I said, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wendy.
No, go ahead.
Like I said, I think that you negotiate this thing when you're making the date. A man will either ask you, what's your favorite restaurant?
That's true.
And you tell him, and he'll say, well, you know what? My favorite restaurant is Cheesecake Factory, and I like to take you there. Okay.
Yeah, but remember that was a backup plan, though. He did, so it showed that, because a lot of restaurants now, Cheesecake Factory doesn't require reservation, but if a restaurant requires reservations, you better be there at your reservation.
At the reservation.
Or at least they'll give you like a 15-minute grace period, but an hour, that's ridiculous. So okay, so let's think about this in all earnestness. If you are so bent on going to an upper echelon restaurant, then you would already know that you need to be there on time because they're not going to hold your table for you for an hour.
Right.
So I think she was just pretending and perpetrating, because if that was who she really was, she would have been there on time, because her expectation was that she was going to a better restaurant that's not going to hold your reservation for an hour. They might hold it for 15 minutes, but they're not going to sit there and hold it for an hour. They're looking to turn over their table.
They want to make money.
Yeah, just like every other restaurant. So in my mind, she was just perpetrating.
Well, I'll give this gentleman credit because he pivoted and came up with another plan. She didn't like it. I wonder if they had a second date. I don't know.
That would be
I don't think so, because that first date costs a lot of money. I know they said she should have paid her own bill. I don't know if she did, but she ordered an overload of drinks.
No, Bonnie, that was the second one. No, not this girl. The Cheesecake girl was just the fact that she was upset about the Cheesecake Factory,
Oh, okay.
Him coming up with that as an alternate. But go on, since we were talking about that, what about that young lady? He took her out, came time to pay the bill. But okay, so came time to pay the bill. He said her bill was $250 just for drinks. So let me ask you a question. Do we think that's real? Do you think a man is going to sit there and let you ring up a tab for $250 for drinks?
Aren't you drunk by then? Aren't you like laying on the table at
$250? I feel like she would be, or they both would be, really. But
well, you know what? If you have a little bit of weight on you,
$20 a drink. What are drinks now?
Well, they could be up to $24. Bonnie and I can tell you that. We went to a jazz club and $24 for a drink. $24 for one drink.
So let's say, but 200 plus is a lot of drinks if it's on your side, because it sounded like it was what she. Right, and she ordered that, so she should be drunk, stupid, talking dumb.
Yeah. Well, wait. She was talking dumb. She wanted him to pay the bill.
Exactly. You're right. That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. Yay.
Drinks and no food on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say it was whatever, some crazy dollar amount. Would your expectation be, and say you really weren't paying attention to what the drinks cost, and you guys are talking and whatnot, and she's ordered 3 or 4 drinks. For first of all, you start to wonder, 3 or 4 drinks, okay. And you can hold your liquor like that, I guess. But if you're not paying attention and she does rack up a large bill, do you think the guy should expect her to pay for that? Or should he be prepared for whatever when he goes out?
Well, in a way, I'm saying if he had an upscale restaurant picked out in the beginning, and let's say they have 4 drinks a piece, that could be $8.
This is a different one, nobody.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, 2 different people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So no, that little ghetto girl that racked up all of that shit, she should have paid for it. Okay, I'm sorry.
It sounds like she got like a little bit of a drinking problem too.
She got a little something. Something's going on.
Oh wait, remember? Wait. So tell me this. Tell me this, and this is for any age group. Because we do focus on the more mature individuals, but this is for any age group. How do you feel? He said he had a coupon for dinner. How do you feel about that? Coupon. A guy's got a coupon. Are you okay with that?
But what do I care? It's a first date.
I mean,
I'd be happy. We saved us some money.
I'm just asking,
saved you some money.
Because I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't care either, but don't tell me you have the coupon. Get up and go talk to the waitress.
Right. You don't. Right.
Yeah,
I agree with you there. You don't necessarily have to tell me that you have the coupon. Right. You could have settled it at the desk when you're paying. Yeah. I got that.
So then, guys, it goes a little bit further. He said to her, well, there was a nice place down the street that I was going to take you to for after drinks, where the drinks were just a little bit less expensive. How do you feel about that? if a guy told you that you guys went out to dinner and he said, you know what, I want to take you to this bar down the street, they make some really cool drinks, da 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 da. If he said it like that, you would be okay with it. But if
I
he
would like it. First of all, it extends the date. Okay,
well, no,
it
no, no,
doesn't
but
end at dinner.
what I was gonna say, Bonnie, but if he said to you, well, I was gonna take you down to the
Don't
other
order any
bar
drinks now.
where the drinks are cheap.
Well, it would be it now. You're right. It's how you frame it.
Exactly.
You say, I know this bartender down at this place, and they make the best drinks. So I want to go. Let's go there. Then okay.
Yeah,
That's
I know it sounds good because I'm like, you know what? In this day and age, I mean, we all want what we want, but you know what? You have to know who you're with, and if you're with a blue collar worker, he might have blue collar money, and you have to know that before you go out with someone. And you can tell the kind of person that you're dealing with, when you're talking to them on the phone, or when you see their picture in the mirror in the bathroom and they've got the washcloth hanging over the shower.
You went overboard on that. But I will say this. I've gone out with men who are on a fixed income. All right. And I'm an older woman. So hey, I gotta understand what they're saying, So if they say, so we can only have 3 drinks, or no, we're only going to 3 restaurants with 3 drinks, if I like the way they talk and I like the way they look, I'm gonna go to 3 drinks and let's see what we can go from there. So I'm not going to say I'm that person. I am not high maintenance. I don't think I've ever been high maintenance. I like a person for who they are and what I know about them. So I'm not that girl. So I will not go along with her ways.
And what about you, Minnie? What do you think?
well, I absolutely. It doesn't matter if I like you. We can go to the fast food restaurant. Okay, not the first day, not the first day, but it really makes a difference. Who this person is? Are they looking out for my best interests? Are we vibing? Is
Right.
this going to be a potential relationship? It makes a difference. But the first date, I don't think it should be a list of places where you can't go. you
You know,
know,
I still say that when you're talking to a person, you have an idea of what kind of places they frequent. You know what I'm saying? And if those are not the kind of places that you want to um, go to, then you need to let that person know up front. And if it leads to nowhere, it leads to nowhere. Don't
right,
get don't get
right,
upset when they take you somewhere
right.
less than what you think you should deserve, because
And there should be a conversation about it. Just
exactly.
like just like Bonnie said, it should be a conversation about it. What kind of food do you like? Do you like Italian? Well, we can go to Olive Garden. What? Oh,
Exactly.
if that's beneath her, she's gonna let
Exactly.
you know.
So I think you can eliminate all of that, like you said, and Wendy Bonnie, you can eliminate all of that just by the conversation that you have up
Yeah,
front with the person. And you don't
yeah.
have to you don't have to get on Instagram and go viral because you didn't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, but you were late an hour. Okay. You need to go wherever you can get a meal at this point, as far as I'm
I
concerned.
mean, it was a pivot. It was a second, another shot at it.
Exactly. I mean, he could have easily said, well, we lost our reservation. You want to get together another time? But instead, he tried to find a decent, and I think he found an okay choice. The Cheesecake Factory, yes, it's a chain, but they
Yeah.
have decent food there. And for the young lady that's having all of the drinks and getting mad because the guy wants what doesn't want to pay the bill. Well, come on. If you're an
You need to
adult,
go to AA.
yeah, first of all, if you're an adult, you shouldn't expect someone to pay that, kind of drink tab on the first date, first of all, because already you're setting that person up for failure. If they
And
can't,
when you drink that much on a first date, I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, you go ahead. You're
But
good.
when you drink that much on a first date, though, there's other dangers associated with that as well.
Danger, dangers that should lead you to AA. What is it?
But no, I don't mean. Well, you're not driving. Hopefully, she's not. What's the first date? She might be driving, right?
That's true. Exactly. There's a
Okay, but I was thinking more about come back to my place or whatever, because you don't need to be driving, and then
yeah, there's a whole lot to
there's a
unpack.
whole Bill Cosby thing going on, you know what I mean?
Exactly. There's a lot that we could unpack in that whole conversation because yes, was she driving? Or was he going to let her drive home by herself?
Right.
He wasn't paying the bill, so he was upset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think that I don't know. On one hand, I think that okay, did they just stage that for Instagram to go viral, or was that? I know that those kinds of things definitely do happen. I'm a little bit skeptical on the drink one, the tab for $250. That one I'm skeptical on, but the one where she was late, yeah, because people do that for whatever reason. They want to set a precedence. They want people to think they're I don't know, but you know what, ladies, don't be late on the first date. Not an hour. And if you are, call the person and let them know. See, we don't even know she could have called. She could have called and said something. And he, said it, well, we'll see what happens, but still come. And what happened was they lost the reservation. So it's not like those things can't happen, but sometimes you have to wonder because we're dealing with social media and we know people stage things every day to go viral. So any last thoughts, ladies, on that, on either one of those conversations?
Don't forget to like, comment, engage with us. Let us know you're watching and let us know what you're thinking.
Well, hopefully also we can get this live going. And then it'll be really fun to engage, real time with you. And hopefully we can get that going. Stay tuned.
All right. Yes. Stay tuned. Like Wendy said, like Vonnie said, please, 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 we need you to subscribe because we are trying to build up our channel and bring you good content, because everybody's looking for a good person to meet, a good relationship, someone to spend their time with, a companion or whatever. And that's what we're all about. We're all about bringing good information about relationships, developing good friendships, and, moving ahead in life together, having some fun. Ladies, don't go nowhere. We will see you all next week. Enjoy your week. Be safe. Take care.
Hey, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.